The Swamps. Riley Taylor. Number 10, Sage McCullough. Mays. Number 13, Macy Mays. Number 15, Tierra Region 2. Congratulations to Class 3, Sharon Jones. Individual medals. Head coach, Jenny Talbert. Assistant coaches, Jeremy Fabian. Eric Reed. And the players, Brooke Daniels. Cameron Green. Taylor Green. Green. Shane Scobie.
The girls fought hard. We started out really well. Came out defensively and played a pretty good game, and offensively things were falling for us. Second quarter got a little rough, and we just weren't able to finish some baskets. Third quarter and fourth quarter, it was kind of a back and forth game. We continued to fight throughout and missed some shots, and defensively came up with some big stops, but just weren't able to get it done tonight. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good analogy right there. Mad scramble. We continued there were a lot of times where I felt like we could just possibly give up. Like there's some things that just kind of went against us, and we just couldn't. We kind of struggled with it, but you just continue to see the fight in this group, and they're led by these two great seniors, and we had some shots that we probably normally make, but for most of the year we haven't had to come back and fight that hard to get back to where we were at. So maybe a little bit of conditioning, maybe a little bit of legs, but just super proud of the kids that we had this year and the season we had. I can't come up with the play because I tell the kids all the time it's one play. You've got to continue to move on and be past that. So if we even in that last 15 seconds, if there was something that where we missed a shot or we didn't get a rebound, we can go back in the first quarter and find where we missed a shot or we missed a rebound, and it's just not fair to that one kid that may have done it. But as a group, nobody thought we were going to be here this year. If you're looking at November 1, nobody thought we were going to be here. We lost two or three really big seniors that did a lot. And this group comes in kind of unproven and with a lot other than just with Macy scoring wise. And game one was terrible, and then now all of a sudden we're here and now we're expected to win, and it puts a lot of pressure on some kids, but we kind of fed off that over the last couple of days. Yeah, with the loss, and I can sit there and think that there's 100 and some other coaches that wish they were sitting right here right now and had the opportunity to play. I hate it, not for myself, but I hate it for our kids. I hate that we couldn't get these two another ring. I hate that we couldn't get our freshmen another ring. When my 8th grade daughter, who manages, is so upset because she doesn't understand why these girls have worked so hard and they weren't able to win, and that's life. You get to that point where there's something really bad that you want, and it may be a career choice or a position, and you may work your tail off for it, but you're not always going to get it. And I think you'll see some resolve with these kids, and they'll come back stronger in whatever they're going to do. To say that that I'm happy for Coach Talbert and Fairgrove, right now I probably can't say that, but later on I have the utmost respect for her and what she's done there. Whenever I was in high school at Eldo, Coach Fabian was actually a freshman boys coach there. So, I've known him for a long time, and, if I was sitting in the stands, I'd be extremely happy for him. But as I'm coming off the game floor, it's still tough. Probably not. It was pretty close. It was back and forth the whole time. Free throws down the stretch, a rebound here or there was really big. But if you were able to go to either one of those games, like you saw two really good games, and I'm not gonna lie, when we had these conversations yesterday, like before Skyline and Fairgrove played, like I wanted to play Fairgrove. Like, Skyline was an opportunity that we'd already played them, and we were able to get them. Fairgrove was one of the losses to a Class 3 school we had on the season, and I don't think there was a girl in the gym or in our locker room that didn't want to have another opportunity to play them.
Oh, it feels amazing. Like I said, I'm a little bit at a loss for words, but I'm just so excited for these girls. When we were watching the end of the Class 3 boys game and saw the team win it all and celebrate on the court, I turned to my assistant coach and I said, gosh, I hope our girls get to do that. Like, I just want to see that joy on their face because they've worked so hard all year. Without even talking about winning a state title, we just worked and, been grinding all season for big moments like this. So for it to come to fruition, it's just awesome. I'm just really happy for them.
And it was a frustrating start for you guys. You're down by 14. Not a whole lot's going your way. You're not making a lot of shots. You're turning the ball over. You're committing fouls. What turns it around for you?
Man, I can't remember an exact moment. I think we, had a timeout. I told us, let's go ahead and get in our press. Sometimes that brings us a little energy. You want to press teams, but sometimes you press a team like Eldo, it can really backfire. So we kind of pick and choose our times, and I think we got a couple turnovers off of that, and we were able to get some scores, and that just kind of snowballed. And I said, just chip away. We always talk about getting stops and scores and stringing them together, and we were just able to do that throughout that second quarter.
And Macy Mays was going off in the beginning. You're having a hard time slowing her down. She had 18 in the first half. And then you kind of started to shut her down. I mean, what did you do differently, or was it just the same approach started working? How did that happen?
We talked at halftime about helping more, because she likes to reverse spin, and so we said when she spins, we don't want her to have daylight. We want someone else to be there. It's hard to help off their players because they have some really good shooters, but I was willing to take that risk just because I know Macy could take over a game, win it almost by herself. So I think that we did a really good job. Hannah Maxwell and Abby Green did a great job on Macy, finding her, being physical with her. And another thing we did was once she got rid of the ball, we said, don't let her get it back. So just stay with her. Don't worry about anybody else on the court. And Abby and Hannah did a good job at just focusing in on her.
And then I guess last thing for you, final seconds there. Well, actually, let's go through the final minutes. You get the lead. They take it back. You get the lead again, they tie it up, you get the lead again, and you're able to hang on to it. What does it say about this group that in that moment, biggest stage for every single one of those players in their career, that they're able to make the plays they need to make in those moments?
Yeah, we've played a hard schedule all season, obviously not in this environment, but we've played a tough schedule all year to build us for moments like this. And we work on those scenarios, like keeping our heads. And, when you have a lead, just hang on to the ball. They're going to want to foul you, do this, do that. And it was a little chaotic there at the end, but as long as the clock was still running, I was okay with that. I just wanted that buzzer to go off.
It finally did. Anything else you want to add?
I'm just so proud of Cameron Green. Being our one senior, she's had an awesome career in Fairgrove, and what an awesome way to end her 4-year career. I'm just really proud of her, proud of those girls, and they're a really fun group.
What are the emotions like right now for you? I know senior year, this was the whole goal of the year, but now you've actually accomplished it. What are you feeling right now?
Coming into my freshman and sophomore year, the seasons were not as good as I wanted them to be. Last year I knew we had a great team coming in. We were just young. This year coming in, I knew what we were capable of. And to get to this point is just an amazing feeling that I don't know if I'll ever get back. It's a once in a lifetime for me.
Yeah, it probably will be. What were your thoughts as the game is kind of swinging back and forth? You take the lead, they take it back. You take the lead, they tie it up. You take the lead again. What's going through your head in those moments?
At the beginning of the game, we got down 14. So being able to come back from that, I was just proud of everyone there. But I knew we had to keep a calm head, coming in, focusing in on defense. Defense wins championships. So out-rebounding them, out-defending them, getting the stops that we needed. And then we took the shots, and they went in for us. And we counted on everyone. Everyone stepped up to the plate. Just proud of everyone. We got here.
Was that your younger sister that took the charge at the end?
Yes, it was. It was Abby. Abby Green. She's my sister.
How proud are you of her in that moment? I mean, that's the play of the game right there.
I know. The ref, they took a second. To call the block or the charge. I was like waiting for them to call it. They called the charge. I lost my mind. I went crazy. I was like, Abby just took that charge. We just got to get the ball in bounds. And to her getting that, I was so proud of her.
And then last thing for you, you're the only one that graduates from this team. Everybody else comes back. I know that you're going to be keeping an eye on them, seeing how they're doing next year. Is there a limit for where this group can go now?
No, the sky's the limit for them. They're so competitive, so determined. I'm so happy to be able to play with them. Like, they're an amazing group of girls, and I just know they're going to do big things.